Hello, hello, it's Wesel here, and thanks for joining me as I continue on my adventures in SnowRunner on hard mode. And today we're up to day 17 here in Maine, and after a good day yesterday where we managed to open up the gateway back to the Lowlands, we're going to see if we can continue on with opening up the bridges and the tasks in Yellowrock. But before we do that, I'm going to want to see if I can finish off, or start and finish, the fuel station revive task, which is basically where we have to take the fuel carrier to the fuel station here in the Lowlands. So I'm going to start with that, but first things first, I'm actually going to make sure that it's valid. So let's have a quick look. Fuel station revived. Yeah, I can't do this one. I can't do this one? Yes, I can do this one. Yes, I can do this one. I just haven't looked at it yet. Yeah, okay. So I can do fuel station revived, and what that needs is the semi-trailer that we've currently parked here, where my little marker is, and we need to bring that back to the garage, which is basically the gas station. Now I'm going to want to do that with only 370 litres of fuel in it because I don't want to give away the fuel. So then we're not going to be using the the twin steer to do it. We're going to be using the 4964 because that's already got a low saddle on it. Now I've left my little semi-trailer, flatbed semi-trailer back there, and that's fine, it can stay there because I don't really need it for the minute, but I do need a bit of fuel, so we'll pop in and refuel from here. Now I was in two minds as to whether I would actually take this fuel trailer up to the middle of the map and leave it there, but I'm kind of thinking there's not a lot of point, so we'll unload, we'll refuel from that one, and then head up the middle of the map and see if we can find this semi-trailer and bring it down to the fuel station. I'm going to bring it down via here. Actually, let me just stop for a second, stop the engine. Where would I really want to put it if I possibly could, that it would be useful for everyone? I can't really see a spot that I'm really screaming at, so I'm going to let it stay where it is in the pier. Yeah, alright. I did think about it. I'll bet later on I'll come back and go, oh, why didn't I put it somewhere else? I'll bet there'll be a need for the fuel semi-trailer somewhere else, but I just don't know where to put it at the moment. So rather than just not do anything, we'll leave it at the pier. I know I am still going to do a couple of things at the pier, so it's not a horrible place for it. And we'll just battle our way up and get the other one and bring it back via the pier, because I'm going to want to offload as much fuel out of it as I can. Before we take it to the gas station. Because these fuel semi-trailers are, I'm pretty sure they're 3,700 litres, 3,700 litres. So I think I'll be pretty good to use the White Western Star as a refueling object because it holds 300 litres, and if you remember when you refuel into a tank by pressing in my case because I'm on PlayStation, pressing the X button, it will refuel a quarter and then a second quarter, so in other words then you're half full, and then a third quarter and then a fourth quarter to make it full. So basically you press X 4 times and you'll be full. But if you only press the X once, and it's a quick press, not hold it down, that will give you a quarter, which in our case is 75 litres. So I can take a full tank, 300, plus a quarter tank, 75. Yep, and that's going to make almost exactly 370 litres because it's 375. So I'm happy to give away that 5 litres to empty this guy out and then deliver him. So we'll take him back to the pier and offload all of his fuel into the other semi-trailer, and then use the gas tank of the White Western Star to measure out a tank full, 300, and then a quarter of a tank, 75. And I could play silly devils and leave the pier and drive to use up 5 litres and then top that up from the fuel tank if I really could be bothered. But I think we can afford to give away the 5 litres of fuel. It equates to $10 here because fuel's only $2 in the other map, the Yellowrock National Park map. So I think we'll be okay with that. We don't have too far to go. Pretty easy one. And then maybe we should have a quick little look at what we've done and what we still have to do, because there's still a lot to do. Not a huge amount to do on this map, to be honest. A bit, but not a huge amount, but there's still a lot to do on the other map, and there's a couple of contracts that are fairly long running, where we've got to load stuff on this map and deliver them into the Yellowrock map. And the Yellowrock is definitely a lot more hard going when you're off the main roads. Plus we've still got a whole bunch of road and bridge type fixing things to do in Yellowrock. Yeah, we've still got a long way to go. Yeah, I reckon we're about a third of the way through Maine at the moment. I'm anticipating we're going to be around 55 hours or days here. So I don't think we'll be up in the massive numbers that we were in Amur, but we're definitely going to have a whole lot of days. So now I'm not going to try and reverse this thing, we'll turn it around with enough space. So let's do a little bit of fuel swapping here. Stop the engine while I do it. So we're going to refuel from this fuel carrier into the other one. Right, that now means that our current one is empty. So we'll then refuel from the other one into the White Western Star. Now from the White Western Star into the empty one. back from the other one, but only one click. And then from the White Western Star to that one. There we go. And then obviously from this one to the White Western Star. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we've got 2,000 litres, 2,100 litres left in that fuel tanker sitting there. And we've got 375. So that is nigh on perfect. So let's go and deliver this one now with its 375 litres. I think that sign is very solid. So if you hit that one, it will do you a fair bit of damage. So we won't hit it. Right, now we're going to head over to the garage, to the gas station. And drop this guy off. And then we'll return back here and get our trailer and load up 2 more consumables that we need for the sawmill contract. So that's the contract that we've been gradually squirreling things away for the whole time. So I think it needs 4 metal rolls and 4 consumables. Steady on. Done this trip a fair few times now. We'll actually come past the warehouse rather than going straight to the sawmill because oh well, I guess it's pretty much 6 of one, half dozen the other, to be honest. It wouldn't really matter. Once we do deliver this guy to the fuel station, that will open up the fuel station here. But it's expensive fuel here. I mean, it's either $6 or $8 a litre. So we won't use that fuel station at all. But, at least we'll have done that task. Over here, head back this way, through the sawmill. As I say, it's pretty much the same whichever way you go. So we'll go and do flop off, better. Flop that on for a minute. It's easy enough to sneak up this way, across this little ridge here, to back onto the main road. Just pull up there and take a little photo because that's not a bad view. Okay, so we'll deliver that in there, and that will finish off that task. Just carefully. There we go. One fuel station revived, so that's pretty cool. So I'll just stop the engine there and have a quick little peek at what we've still got to do. Tasks. We're almost done. We've only got this small order task which is a pretty horrible one, where we have to take a scout flatbed and 2 consumables all the way up to the foothill house up here, which is pretty hard to get to. So that's going to be a bit of a trek in its own right. So we'll save that till later. Do that one later. Contracts. Evan's Garage now, we've done them all. We've finished all the contracts. Yellowrock Forestry. We've got Southbound Road. And then we've got, which is opening up the gateway. And for that we still need 4 metal beams. So that'll be a while before we get that. We've got Ice Watch, which needs us to drop some metal logs, some medium logs and wooden planks to this main observation point in Yellowrock, and then some service spare parts and fuel and vehicle. Oh god, I'm gonna have to move. That music is just killing me. Shoo! That music is just too awful. So I'm gonna move over and pick up my trailer, and then we might have a look at our tasks after that when it's not got a rather sad garage music going on in the background. I'm not actually going to be doing Southbound Road now. So once we come down here, actually how about here where there's no buildings? Let's pull up there. Stop the engine. Right. Let's continue what I was just saying. So Ice Watch we won't be doing for a while, and hospitality also. Logs, we need logs. So we're starting to look for logs and planks. Ugh. And then Dusty Woodwork. We've got Sawmill, the final stage. That's the one we're actually going to be doing. We need 4 consumables and 4 metal rolls. And if you remember, we've already plonked 4 metal rolls and 2 consumables sort of over here. So they were here waiting for us. So we just need to pick them up on our way past. But we need 2 more consumables. So that's the task I want to do next. And then we've got a bunch of locked tasks we can't do until we finish that one. And the one after that's probably going to be starting the plank production, but we'll see how we go. I still want to open up the roads in Yellowrock National Forest as well. But first things first, let's get the 2 consumables we need. We'll go and grab our trailer. Get the 2 consumables that we need, so we'll be all good for that. I've talked about this before, but I don't like this little patch here. It's not very nice. There's rocks that just really can damage your truck. So I don't like coming this way. But given I didn't have a trailer on, I thought, well, I'll probably get by okay. And we will, but we did do that 1 damage. This along here is quite angled, so fine when you're empty, but if you had a high cargo on, that would be a pretty scary way to go. Now we're okay with that, where normally we go. We'll pick up our semi-trailer and head to the pier, load up 2 consumables. Should be fine to finish off Sawmill, the final stage. Watch out for things that damage your truck. What can I see? Nothing. It's pretty good. doing, idiot? Just go zooming past your own trailer, not even looking at it. I didn't even see it as I went past. I think because I was focusing on not hitting rocks. Oh dear. It's a bit of a doofus, wasn't it? Sausage. Let's go back. It's doing such a good job. Oh, I think it's where I got a bit close to that pole and was not concentrating. Right, there's a trailer there. Shall we get it? Okay. Now we've got our trailer. Let's head on again. This time. Take it around, load up 2 consumables, so it's a bit underloaded, but I'm not going to get too fussed about that. Can't think of anything else I actually need to load on it at this stage, so we'll do an underload. A nice little trip back without too much trouble. That's the piano. Now I'm not even going to take the trailer off actually, because basically I'm only loading 2. I can stretch that far. If I put the trailer that way and then go that way. And let's get our 2 consumables. Helps to grab it as you go. Right, 2 consumables. I'll top up our fuel as we go. And then we'll head on over to the Sawmill. So that'll be pretty good. We'll have knocked over a couple of contract tasks then. We've still got just over 2,000 litres in that fuel semi-trailer, and I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for. I have to remember that that's there. Because that's the trick with the fuel in Yellowrock being so cheap. I'll tend to just go straight to the fuel station and refuel there. We'll try and use up the rest of that. I mean, that's $4,000 worth of fuels in there. Even though it's cheap. Where was the thing that damaged me last time? Around here? Sure, sometimes they put... There! What did I hit? I must have been one of those tiny rocks. Hardly what you would expect to do much damage. Scheme of things, but you know, all good. So once we head back over, we'll do this, then I'll pop back into the Paystar and start in Yellowrock again, doing the stuff I probably should have been doing. And we're going to hop in the driver's seat, because we haven't been in the driver's seat in ages. Fun. A lot of crossings are real challenging with driver's seat. You can see we're still moving along. quite happily. I'm going to the Sawmill this time, so I'll keep going around the river's edge. I won't head back to the warehouse. There. Maybe I'll look over to that one over there. Alright. Yep, head that way. So it's definitely a little bit easier in the overhead view. So you can't see where the good crossings are as much when you're in the driver's seat. But given we've done it a fair few times, I think we've got a fair idea where we're going. I'm not so sure. Oh no, not very good. So we'll come over here. Just head around these rocks here. Let it flip off. Not sure that this is hard surfaces, to be honest. It looks pretty soft to me, but still. Definitely gives a different perspective, doesn't it, on where you're going, which is nice. Drag up this part. When we get to the top up here, we're going to load up. I don't know what we'll load up. Don't think we're going to be able to do everything on one in one go, because we're talking about 8 cargo elements. But we might give it a go because we're going virtually nowhere. So let's hop out of the driver's seat now. So what I'm going to do is pull up here and grab the other two consumables. Put them on and pack them. Yes, if I had a tray bed, semi-trailer, I'd probably have a go at trying to get them all on. Because I've only got the flat bed, it's a little bit trickier. I might do it anyway though, because we get these two on and pack them. Then we can grab the first of the metal rolls, and we can definitely pack that one. And that just leaves us with 3 metal rolls to put on, just shorten that cable bit. Right, pack that one. Oh, put it in the front, did you? That's a pity. That is a pity, actually. I would have rather it been at the back. Let's see how we go with these ones. So I need to put 3 of these on. That's not too bad, actually. That's one. I'm hoping I can get this right. Closer. I'm not sure what I'm doing there. So I'll spin this guy around if I can. Maybe he doesn't want to. We should be able to get him on. Just the last one now. Right, because we're literally now just... Oh, that was close. Yeah, we're literally now just going to drive around this corner here. Ugh, tighter than that. Try not to throw these guys off. Until we get to this spot over here where we'll deliver 4 consumables and 4 metal rolls to finish Sawmill the final step. What a great effort that'll be. There we go, we are there. Deliver 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 1. Pack everything. And deliver 1, 2, 3. Look at that. We have now completed the final stage. So we've got a new sawmill. So I guess that now means we can do sawmill things. I don't know. I didn't think it was active yet, but maybe it is. No, it's not active yet. So they lie. So we have it, but we can't actually do anything until we do, starting the plank production. And that's where we need to deliver a long log, 2 medium logs and 2 short logs here to this same spot. That will then open up the warehouse access and will give us access to a Taiga 6455B, which doesn't belong in this region, so will be pointless for me. However, it's all good. I'm going to park there, stop the engine. We'll park there and hop over to the Yellowrock map, where we'll hop into the Paystar. Now, if you remember, I had to use the Paystar to come and save the White Western Star twin steer yesterday. So he's not quite where he needs to be. He's at the wrong place. So that's okay. We will head back to the right place. So he's got to go back to the warehouse that he had been sitting at, sort of in the centre of the map, what I call the central warehouse. And he's going to load up. No, he's not going to do that contract, that's for sure. We will load up some metal beams so we can start on the fallen bridge task, because we need to fix the bridge that's just ahead of us here. Right, so I'm just going to again stop the truck for a second. So what we still have, so we've still got lots of tasks to do here, and the one I want to start on is Fallen Bridge. Fallen Bridge needs 3 metal beams and 3 concrete slabs to be delivered here. Now we can deliver them on either side, so that's good, but concrete slabs are really hard to find in this map. There aren't any. We used the 2 that were up in this warehouse already. We've already used those, and there's no other ones here. So we're going to need to fabricate those. And the metal beams, hey, we can get those from the warehouse that we were sitting at before. So we'll head back down to that warehouse, and we're going to head the same way that we came. So we're sort of going down this side, across the river there, back through there, around here, and then to the warehouse. So when we're there, we'll then be able to load up 3 metal beams, because there's just happens to be 3 metal beams left at that warehouse. So that'll be our plan for the rest of today, I think, is to get to that warehouse, load up 3 metal beams, and then come back to deliver them to the floating bridge. It's going to take quite a while. And hopefully we won't fall over. We'll cut through here and refuel from the little scout trailer again. So that leaves us with 118 in there. We've got to remember we want to deliver that with 90 in it. Really only got 28 litres we can take out of there now. And again, I haven't got a scout vehicle or a small truck, with a rooftop fuel tanker. So measuring out that 90 litres might be a bit of a challenge. This truck, a quarter of his fuel tank is 70, so that's not really going to work out very well at all. Guess obviously 70 is not enough, but if I go to the next spec it'll be 140, which is like 50 litres too much. So yeah, I'm going to have to think about how I can go about getting them right, but we will see. Of course, the benefit of doing that, even if I do give away a bit of fuel, is that it opens up that fuel station where the fuel is $2 a litre. So it's good value fuel here. I didn't actually check what the fuel cost was for the other one. I'll do that later on down that end. Pretty sure it's $6 a litre for the fuel in the Lowlands. We're just pretty careful coming back here. This is the same sort of area that we were careful on when we were coming over. If you're unlucky, this can be quite a nasty little tippy area just here. And I could keep going back and around, which is probably the safer way to go, or I can be incredibly brave and go a bit cross-country here. This could end in extreme tears. What I'm going to do is try and run down this hill here and miss these trees at the bottom, and then just run across the bottom here. So this is a potential tip spot, but I'm hoping that we will manage it without tipping, and that we'll be lucky and get between the trees there. Yep, lucky enough. And then we're okay. This is quite, well, it's not the nicest road, but at least now we don't have that spot where I did tip over the twin steer, and it does cut off quite a bit of distance sneaking through there. I've also left the Ford not far away from where I'm actually heading now, and that's good because I'm going to be able to use that as a refuel spot. So I'm not going to refuel from this scout fuel tanker here. tree. That's good. Across the river, the other side. And once I come back here, I'll stop and have a quick look at the map. I think that there would be a path that I can take directly to the warehouse, around effectively in an anti-clockwise direction. But I know there's a lot of muddy, nasty spots, so I may well be a bit of a scaredy cat and go clockwise on a safe path that I know, which will be longer but safer. You see the warehouse we're heading to is pretty much straight ahead now. So I have an option up here a bit further that I could turn right, and actually head directly towards it. But although that looks good initially, I think there is some pretty nasty marshland and bogginess that gets in the way. So we'll just come around here. You can see there's a road leading that way, but I'm not sure that I'm going to, in fact I'm sure I won't trust it. But let's just stop and have a quick peek. So here we are here. That road kind of leads over here, but then sort of peters out and becomes a bit of a bog if you try and go sort of through here, because where I'm heading is over to here. And you see there's the road again, it comes back at this end. So there is notionally a road going through here, but it is very, very boggy and hard to navigate. So I'm going to go the way I came, which is down this way. So a little bit further, along here, past the ford, to the warehouse. So we're going the long way, which is less challenging, more solid road, less mud and slush. Just because I'm a scaredy cat. But in hard mode, the last thing I want to do is bog my truck or tip my truck and then have to get the Ford to try and come and stand it up. We can go this way. And then this is the same path that we've taken a few times now. And we'll us back around to the warehouse. I think I've commented on it a few times as well. This can be a bit of a nasty path. You've got to be just keep on your toes. The ruts in the road are what throw you out. So you just want to make sure that you don't get yourself turning while your wheels have dropped into those ruts. So past that little, it was the ranger's house actually. Support local rangers task. One of those anyway. Just go back to first to low gear. Get ourselves pulling on again. I tend to cut this corner so that it keeps me nice and flat, ready for the next one. So the next one is quite nasty as well. sure I left the Ford there somewhere. But it must be a little bit further down. Alright, so we're going to load 3, what are they? Metal beams. I'm just going to take it back so I can go round this, come out from the other side. So it's easier to turn the truck around when it's empty, particularly with this trailer. And although I could have come out this way, it's not as wide as some of the warehouse exits, or maybe it's just that their truck is pretty big. That's good. That's good. Come at it from this side. Lovely. Straighten up our trailer. That'll do. Oh, once again, I hate the fact that the menu doesn't leave you at the top of the menu tree. So we're going to pick up 3 metal beams. Cargo. Metal beams. Ooh, lucky us, there's 3 left. Almost like I planned. So we'll put this one on the front. Grab the next one, put it on the back of the trailer, put one into the truck. We don't have to worry, unlike a million years ago when we were loading up with the old Fleetstar. Fleetstar was found that when lifting things like metal beams, they're so heavy for the light truck that they almost roll the truck over. So we would always put things in the tray first. Whereas with this truck, it really doesn't matter. You can put it in the tray if you want, but you can certainly get away without putting it in the tray. It's not going to tip the truck. The arms are better placed or something. The support anchors on it. Okay. So we've got our metal beam in the back, and we've got our 2 on the trailer. So let's come back and attach the trailer, pack the cargo, and we're good to go. Off we go, looking good. So we've only got 81 litres of fuel. Don't think that's quite going to be enough to get us where we need to go. So we'll just pull up here, stop the engine, and hop to the Ford that's just down the street a bit. We'll use the Ford to refuel the Paystar out of its utility, out of its small roof rack. That'll be enough. We'll just reverse the Ford so it's not quite in the way. Because we don't want to be in the way. We can sit there for the minute. And now we've got 170 litres. That'll be enough to get us to the other scout fuel trailer on our way to delivering these metal beams to the fallen bridge. Ooh, jumping down the hill there a bit. Just trying to avoid the worst of the angles here. And I have to really be on my game, because this is the sort of time when I would normally make a mistake and tip something over. So I've got to concentrate now, because we don't want to do that. We had a good day today. Achieved a couple of the contracts in the Lowlands, and we'll be well on our way to get the first deliveries done, first thing done for the fallen bridge. Because the sooner we have the bridge connected up, the better it'll be for this map. Although we don't run across there a whole lot, it does make getting to the fuel station that bit easier. So we're going to go the same way we went when we were carrying 4 of these last time. And see if we can deliver 3 of these pretty much up to the fuel station. To the bridge right near the fuel station. I think time might be against us today. But we won't rush. As I said, there's probably another 40 or 50 days yet here in Maine, so there is a long way to go. That's right, so we can actually make it that time. Again, we're going to sneak up near that tree, so we don't want to be in that really deep ravine. Just make sure we don't get any surprises in our gears as we go across the nasty ruts here, get up onto that high bit. We don't have to be at the very top of it, we just want to make sure we're staying nearer the higher ground. And we're going to eject back over to the other side of the ruts again. Quite wide so the trailer follows nicely and doesn't get caught in the rut as it goes. That's good. Not sure where that little road goes. Something. I'm going to head down this way as usual. And we're going to actually grab that scout wheel trailer as well, because we're going to take that with us back to the fuel station. Big fuel from this guy as well. Refuel. Stupid. That way would have been better. Now I'm going to see if I can Just sort of squish him into the back of my trailer rather than winching him along. Just going to see if I can literally dump him in the back here. Oops. Doesn't quite work out on it. I missed the trailer. Don't miss the trailer. See how we go. I'm not even going to try and pack him as such. See how we go like that. In fact, actually, if I can grab that front bit. It doesn't worry me that he's upside down, I just don't want him falling out. We'll see how we go. Install. So we've got our little trailer with us, and it means that I can, if I need to, I can do a quick winch to save myself. Because I wouldn't have to drop it before I grab something else. And we should be able to keep an eye on that. There's a trailer. So once again, trying to do a few things at once. Sort of avoiding the road a bit, as usual. Don't want to drop my wheels into that and then find those ruts going to bite me. Just have to be careful coming along here. This is where the white western star fell over a bit further along. So I'm going to try and make sure that I don't fall over. That's the plan. Don't fall over. Pretty funky angles there. Maybe just put our wheels up. A bit of fun. So now we're going wide here because this is where the white western star fell over because I sort of cut that corner a bit too much. And let's go more like that. And back again, and then around again. And snow. Yeah, that works pretty well. This is the other area that has got some nasty ruts and angles and stuff all over the place. We'll just take our time. I'm not going to go out of low gear here, low plus. We'll just try and stay on this side. Should be okay. Yep, that's fine. I think it must be getting close to time. I'll push on anyway, hopefully. I've still got a little bit of time. I'll get through this bit and check the time once we get to the logging station up here a bit further. I'm pretty happy now that we can come up into another gear. Push. It's the twin steer, White Western Star twin steer can come up in high gear, but I just don't think that we can with this amount of cargo on board. So we'll come up to this logging station up here and quickly check the time. We're so close now. We're very close to our destination, but I think time might have beaten us. I sort of feel like it's just gone 8 o'clock now. Judging from the light. Let's come around here and get up to the main road and then pull up on the main road. And that'll be the end of the day. So we've done a really good day's work. We managed to bring the fuel carrier back to the fuel station in the Lowlands and got that working now. And then went back and got those consumables and delivered them, plus the metal rolls for the Sawmill final stage. So that now has the Sawmill as an entity. We've still got to do a contract items, something like starting the plank production before we can actually get planks from that sawmill. But, then we'll be able to use that for any of the wood planks, large, medium or small. So that's good. Alright, so I'm just going to pull up now so I'm on the main road. Quick check of the time. Oh, 9:05. We are way over time. There you go. Okay, so we'll pause it there. And basically at 9:05. Tomorrow will have to be a slightly shorter day to make up that hour we've used today. Yeah, that'll be good. But I'm pretty happy that we've done a fair bit. We did that fuel station revived. We did the Sawmill final stage, and we're 2/3 of the way to dropping off the first, well, probably more than that, 3/4 of the way for dropping off the first load for Fallen Bridge. And we've got that little trailer for fuel at any cost. So we're very close to completing that one too, if we can shuffle the fuel around a bit. So, yeah, all up, not a bad day's work. And we didn't tip over. Yay! So that's good. So tomorrow we'll deliver these off. That'll get us going there. Then we're going to have to do a little bit of fiddle-arsing around. Because in order to get the concrete slabs, we're going to have to generate them. Or fabricate them, and in order to do that we're going to need a generator trailer. So we'll have to get a generator trailer and from the trailer store near the garage and bring that up and plonk it on the cement production plant up here in the sort of northwest corner of this map, and then be able to generate and make some concrete slabs. So that's going to be most of tomorrow. It's just going to be setting up and trying to get ready to make those concrete slabs that we need for this Fallen Bridge task. So I don't reckon I'll get through all of that and do the delivery to complete it, but we'll at least have a darn good go at it. But that's it for today. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed today. I'm pretty chuffed with it. So we've done all right. So yeah. Hopefully you'll join me again tomorrow and see if I can actually make some concrete slabs. No worries. So thanks for watching. Bye for now. Bye-bye.